Hi, my name is Sonic Radiant, and I'm sitting here with Sandy Alemian and to talk about her new book, What Was God Thinking? Hi, Sandy. Welcome.
Hi, Sonic. Thank you.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions about your book and things in general. So what happens when you ask a question to God and He doesn't respond to you?
That's happened to me actually quite a bit. And early on in my life, I used to feel sometimes that when I would ask a question, whether it was to my angels or to God, sometimes I felt like I was talking to the ceiling because I wasn't feeling any response. And then I really learned how to quiet myself down. And I get a lot of messages through my writing. So when I sit at my laptop and I ask a question that I might have in my heart that I want an answer to, I'll just write out my question and then I'll pause. And then I'll hear the thought back from that presence. Or sometimes I'll just feel my fingers start typing on the keyboard. And then when I reread it afterwards, I'm really quite surprised at the wisdom that comes through. And sometimes what I found is that even when I don't get a direct response, if I'm not at my laptop doing a dialogue with God, if I'm just asking in my everyday life, sometimes I just put out the question to God and to my angels, and then I see how life responds. Sometimes I use the words God and life interchangeably. Sometimes I say God responds to me, and sometimes I say that life is responding. And so quite often I'll share with my clients that if you're looking for an answer, look how life responds back to you. It's quite often life or God's way of showing us a door that's closed or showing us a door that's open. And when the door is open, our life seems to be flowing and we can walk in that direction. I don't know about you, but I've also found in my life that when I'm asking a question on which direction to go and I feel that the door is closed, sometimes I can be real stubborn and try to keep banging my head against the door to try to get it to open, but life won't open the door. And when I'm finding that the question or the answer to my question is no, not that way, sometimes I just have to sort of take a step back and say, okay, show me the direction that I need to go in next.